Hey everybody, this is Sofia Wren. I am a writer, massage therapist, intuitive muse, and priestess, and this video is a continuation of my year-long video series. Inspired by the Pagan Blog Project, every 2 weeks I will be covering a magical subject from A to Z, and this week is F, and of course I chose feminine power. For me, feminine power is a very important part of my spiritual practice and my life. I went to women's college, I love chick rock, and I'm also a Wiccan or a pagan. And for me, going into this spirituality that's very different than many others and often very misunderstood was the fact that it had a goddess. And the goddess in paganism or Wicca is seen as the consort of the god. So this wasn't someone that he's just married to and has to follow his orders. This wasn't someone who's just there to bear his child. This is a woman who is his equal partner and may even be a little elevated in some traditions, but I consider all things equal. And I think that it was really inspiring for me personally because I grew up without a mother and I really have always been looking for one. So for the first 20 years of my life, I was always looking outside for this mother. I befriended other people's moms. I befriended librarians, teachers, all these women who I really admired, but who, they weren't my real mom. I mean, they just couldn't replace that energy. And, I was always seeking something more. And it was when I really started to get back into my practice and really start to meditate and start to follow the myths and to try to be bringing this into my life, I really started to see that mother as someone inside me, someone taking care of myself. And I think that's the true road to feminine power or to any kind of empowerment, is taking these external things that you think you need and finding them within yourself all along. So I think it's fabulous. And I want to make a few points about feminine power. One of my points I want to say is that all people deserve to have power, and all people deserve to feel divine. And for my first point, I think it's important that no matter what your spirituality, you leave room for the feminine. Perhaps this feminine will be a part of your God, or perhaps you can find something else like an angel or a saint or some other stories within your tradition that do revere the feminine, because I think it's a very important part of our human level evolution. Which is my second point, which is that when I saw that there was a goddess, it made me feel like, oh, well, I also am divine. It's not just someone who looks totally different gets to be divine. It's like I am as I was created, and I'm meant to create things. I have ability to determine how my life works. I have power, I have a say. I'm not someone less than anyone else. And I think that what we need to be doing as a people is moving towards androgyny. And of course, I can say that probably better than other people having short hair, but it's not about the looks, it's about the inside. It's about just allowing yourself to entertain the possibility that there is no difference between men and women's ability to do anything that they want. And that if you want to be embracing something normally that will be the opposite gender, and that's your soul calling, then just do it and just be a revolutionary, expanding what it means to be a woman or a man or not gendered at all, to be a human being. And that's going to solve all of our issues of sexism, is if everyone is just stretching themselves a little bit more than what is comfortable. And my third point is that femininity and masculinity are different. They do not need to be exclusive of each other. And one of the things I think is part of the feminine way is that we can hold two opposites in our head at the same time. We can love science class, but then go to church on Sunday. We can see the darkness, but also be very happy for the light. And that holding two opposites in your head at the same time is a really great feminine gift, as is using the intuition. The magical traditions of paganism and everything are very much a feminine tradition, as opposed to more ceremonial magic is more masculine because of its rigid order. So feminine is more about cycles and waves and circles and groups of many people coming together, all having a democratic kind of say, wisdom, giving insight, holding space for another, and brightening their day with just a few words, the power of transformation, and the power of life and death. And this is really just the starting off point for a discussion if you would like to leave a comment about what feminine power means to you, or any confusion you have about what feminine power is, how that plays into paganism or real life. So please leave your comments and have a great day.